Hello, children. I am your science ma'am speaking. Are you ready for today's class? Very good. Let us start with the same energy. Today's healthy tips: eat fruits and vegetables, keep healthy snacks, avoid junk food, and don't skip your meals. Go to bed soon and wake up early in the morning. If you wake up early in the morning, you can plan many things for the day. Okay, children? So, next, what is the GK question? Yesterday I asked you, did you find the answer for this question, children? So, what is the question? Find some animals that breathe through their skin, lungs, and gills. Have you find the answer, children? Let us see the answer. The frog breathes through its skin. Next, dolphins, whales, and all land animals breathe through its lungs. Next, tadpole, seahorse, shark breathe through its gills. Very good, children, for your answers. Right. Now, before starting our lesson, we can have a small recap of our previous session. First, we saw the life process of growth. Growth takes place with the help of food that we eat, and we get nutrition to our body which help us to perform various activities. Next, we saw the respiration. The air that we breathe to get energy from our food is known as respiration. So together, nutrition and respiration give us energy for the movement. So what we are going to see today's topic, it is about the life process of movement in animals. So we all know that we human beings, we move from one place to another for our needs. The same way animals also move from one place to another for their needs. Let us see through an activity. Now here is an image given. Now observe the image, children. What is given in this picture? It is a forest. A rabbit is running and a fox is chasing. Now we can answer for the questions given. What is the first question? Describe what is happening. A rabbit is running and a fox is chasing it. Children, you can write the answer in your studio book or you can write in your note also, but write in your neat handwriting. Next question. Why do you think the fox is running? Why the fox is running, children? Because the fox is running to catch the rabbit. Why do you think the rabbit is running? Because the rabbit is running to save its life. So now from that picture we understand that the rabbit is running to protect itself from the fox, and the fox is chasing to kill the rabbit and take its food. Yes, so these two are moving from one place to another. Right. What is the picture given here? It is a rainy day. A dog is walking near the bus stop. So what is the question given? Describe what is happening. A dog is running towards a bus stop. Why do you think the dog is running? The dog is trying to protect itself from the rain. As it is running, the dog is moving to the bus stop to protect itself from the rain. Okay. Many things move from place to place another. They usually move to find food, water, shelter, to escape from danger, and to avoid extreme hot or cold conditions. Now, children, repeat after me. Let me see why the animals are moving from one place to another. They usually move to find food, water, shelter, to escape from danger, and to avoid extreme hot or cold condition. Right, here two pictures are given. The first one, for example, a squirrel. Squirrel may move in search of food or to escape from being eaten by other animals. So we have seen the squirrel, isn't it? It won't be standing in the same place. It will be always moving here and there. Have you observed? It is moving because in search of food, or some animals may come and kill it. So it is moving from one place to another. Next, in the next picture, a group of flamingos move from one place to another to avoid cold weather. In previous activity, we saw that the fox chasing the rabbit in order to eat. So why the fox is chasing? To eat the rabbit. While the rabbit ran to avoid being eaten by the fox. Why the rabbit is running? Because the fox is going to kill the rabbit. So it is running very fast. The same way, the dog ran in search of shelter from the rain. Why the dog is running? To protect itself from the rain. It is going to a shadow place. Okay, now next we are going to watch a video. So in this video, you can clearly understand about the movement in animals.
Welcome to Moo Math and Science. In this video, I'd like to talk about the types of animal movement. The earth is full of amazing types of animals, with lots of variety, and the way animals move has just as much variety. Some move on 4 legs. Others move on 2 legs. Some just kind of ooze along. Fly in the air. Some move on more than 4 legs. Some animals swim in the ocean. And others move in the ocean in their own way. The world is an amazing place, full of amazing animals with lots of variety. I hope this video will move you to study life.
So depending on where they live, animals move on land, in water, or in air. So for example, a deer walks on the land, a dolphin swims in water, and a seagull flies in air. So next, while moving from one place to another, living things use their sense organs to constantly sense their surroundings. So all the animals and human beings, we must be always conscious when we do something, because animals can be attacked or killed by other animals. When humans must be conscious while doing some works, so we must be alert by using our sense organs. Children, what is meant by sense organs? What are the 5 sense organs we have? The 5 sense organs are eyes, nose, tongue, ears and skin. So now we are going to see about the life process of sensitivity in animals. Now here is an activity. Observe the images carefully. There are two images, images A and images B. What is the picture given in image A? A girl is standing near the bus stop. A car is crossing by. So what is in the image B? The girl closes her eyes because of the bright light from the car. Okay, now let us see the question. Describe what is happening in images A and images B. Image A. A girl is standing on the platform and a car is passing by. So children, you can write this answer in your studio book. Next, what is image B? The bright headlights from the car falls on her face and she closes her eyes. So the girl closes her eyes because of the sudden fall of headlight from the car. Okay. Why do you think the girl closed her eyes? The girl closed her eyes as a reaction to sudden bright light. Right. Here is another picture. So describe what has happening in image C and D. What is in picture C? A tortoise is walking and a fox is walking towards it. In image B, the tortoise goes inside the shell when the fox comes near to it. Okay. Image C, the fox is walking towards the tortoise. What is in image D? The tortoise withdraws itself into its shell. Why do you think the tortoise withdrew itself into its shell? Why the tortoise went inside, children? Because the tortoise withdrew itself into a shell out of fear of being eaten by the fox. Yes, if the tortoise is outside the shell, the fox might have killed the tortoise. So to protect itself, the tortoise is withdraw itself into the shell. Okay. So all living things are aware of occurrence in their surroundings and respond to them. So all the living things will be always aware what is happening around them. So immediately they are responding to protect itself. They use their sense organs and respond to any kind of occurrence. With the help of sense organs only they can able to protect themselves. Like humans, other animals also have the sense of sight, touch, smell, taste and hearing. Like human beings, other animals also protect themselves with the help of sense of sight, touch, smell, taste and hearing. Right. Now here is an image. For example, dogs respond to the occurrence in their surroundings using their sense. Let us see how it is. The first picture, a dog catches a ball using its sense of sight, hearing and touch. The ball can able to catch the dog can able to catch the ball because the sense of sight, hearing and touch. A dog eats using its sense of smell, sight, touch and taste. So with the help of smell, it smells the food, it sees the food, it touches the food and takes the food. With the help of eyes, nose, skin and tongue. A dog responds to love using its sense of sight, touch, smell and hearing. Next. Any change in the immediate surroundings of a living thing is known as stimulus. So anything happens around us is known as stimulus. The process by which a living thing detects and responds to a stimulus is called as sensitivity. So immediately we are responding to the stimulus, isn't it? It is called as sensitivity. For example, We shiver when it is cold, and we cover our eyes when we hear a loud noise. Yes, of course, if it is very cold, immediately what we are doing? We are shivering. The cold weather is called as stimulus, and immediately we shiver is called as response. The same way, when we hear a loud noise, it is a stimulus. So when we hear suddenly we are closing our ears, it is called as stimulus. So from the previous activity, we observed that the glaring light from the car was the stimulus. The girl immediately response was to close her eyes. The girl is standing. When she saw the light, immediately she closed her eyes. Likewise, the movement of the fox was a stimulus, and the tortoise immediately response was to withdraw into the shell. When the tortoise comes near to it, when the fox comes near to it, the tortoise immediately responds to withdraw into the shell. Food is also stimulus for most animals. When animals sense food in their surroundings, they move towards it as a response. So, for example, when a cat spots a lizard, it moves towards it, catch and eat it. So, the food is also act as a stimulus and response, because when a cat is seeing a lizard, it is stimulus. Once it saw the lizard, immediately it go and catch the lizard. It is response. So now we can have a video which you can able to clearly understand about the sensitivity, stimulus and response.
Living things are sensitive. Suppose you accidentally sit on a drawing pin. You would jump up quickly. This pricking of the pin is the stimulus. Your jumping up is the response produced by the stimulus. Similarly, the sweetness of the flower is a stimulus. The butterfly feeding from the flower is the response. Seeing the mother bird with the food is the stimulus. And the baby birds opening their mouths wide to be fed is the response. So, the change that produces a response in an organism is called a stimulus. The immediate action to adjust oneself according to the change is the response. All living organisms respond to stimuli because of sensitivity or irritability or responsiveness. There are certain external factors that make a plant or animal react. If you hit a tree, it will not move away, whereas if you hit an animal, it will try to attack or run away.
As an animal uses up the food it eats and gets the energy to perform various life processes, its body produces different kinds of waste. So still now we saw about the stimulus and response. So as an animal it eats the food and gets the energy to perform all the various life processes like growth, sensitivity, respiration, movement, everything we saw. So after getting the energy, the wastes are removed from our body. These wastes are harmful to our body and must be removed immediately. So the process of removing waste from our body is known as excretion. So next in tomorrow's class we are going to see about the life process of excretion. So it's time for reading word wall. Now here are some words. As I told before, have a repeated learning of these words. Children, shall we start? Now repeat after me. Move, place, another, food, water, shelter, escape, danger, avoid, extreme, hot, cold, search, land, swim, aware, respond, stimulus, sense organs, sight, touch, smell, taste, hear. So children, go through these words repeatedly. Now it's time for amazing facts. So here is a question. What are the different ways in which animals move? So we saw in that video, just we can have a small recap. The animals move like hop, skip, jump, run, slither, slide, glide, fly, swim, burrow, climb, soar, hover, creep, crawl, wiggle, or the list of ways animals move is endless. So many ways animals are moving from one place to another. So thank you children. Okay, have a nice day.